At this point, there are more than 125 lawsuits filed against the Trump administration. The tactic is obvious: paralyze the administration so it can't do anything. Now, I'm going to run down 3 of the lawsuits. Remember, 125. I'm going to tell you how absurd they are. And then I'm going to tell you how this has to stop and who could stop it. That fair enough? Now, I always advise you watch the No Spin News and listen on the radio with a pen and pad. Okay. First lawsuit is Schilling versus Trump. All right. This is Emily Schilling, U.S. Naval personnel, 19 years. She's trans. You remember that President Trump said no trans in the U.S. military. He's the commander-in-chief. That's an executive order. Now there's a lawsuit in the Western District of Washington. Why? Because the judge there is far left. He doesn't have jurisdiction, by the way, and the case will get tossed. But it's there. The lawsuit is there. Okay? Now, lawsuit's filed. The Trump lawyers come in. The judge makes a ruling. The Trump lawyers appeal the ruling. That's how it goes, but it takes time. Okay? Now, the commander-in-chief has an absolute right to order the military to be configured the way he wants it to be configured. All right? We go back to President Clinton. Don't ask, don't tell. You can be gay, but you can't talk about being gay. That was Clinton's executive order. And it stood for more than 10 years until Obama knocked it out. So before Clinton, you couldn't be in the military if you were gay. They found out, you were booted. Dishonorable discharge. So Clinton wrote an executive order, said, no, and the order stood. So if Clinton can do that, Trump can certainly say no trans, because there's precedent. Okay. The second lawsuit. This is USAID dismantled. It's not dismantled. So there are 8 lawsuits because of DOGE. DOGE went into the United States aid unit, which receives guidance from the Secretary of State, the State Department, but it's independent, and it has to be knocked out by Congress. Trump can't knock it out. But Trump hasn't knocked it out. There are 300 people working for USAID. But all of their expenditures, because they were so outrageous, Elon Musk exposed them, have been now subject to review. And the lefties don't want that. So they've sued. They'll lose because the President of the United States is the absolute authority to stop fraud. That's it. He's a chief executive officer, law enforcement officer of the land. That's his executive power. If USAID is sending millions of dollars to the country of Sri Lanka for some insane thing, the president says no. He has the power to do that. Okay, that's number 2. All right, number 3 is the deportations. Now, Trump made a mistake saying that the judge who ordered these stopped for the criminal migrants should be impeached. The president should not have done that. And the Supreme Court Justice, John Roberts, scolded President Trump. Because you disagree with the judge doesn't mean he should be impeached. But again, this is not going to be successful for the lefties or this judge who held it up. Why? Because the president has designated the group Tren de Aragua from Venezuela, a criminal gang, as terrorists. President Trump is trying to fix the economy, but some believe the damage is already done. As the dollar value drops, China's power and gold keep going up. I called American Hartford Gold to diversify with physical precious metals, and you might consider that as well. They will help you secure your savings with physical gold and silver delivered right to your door, or you can set up a tax advantage gold IRA. Plus, it's tax and penalty free to roll over your current 401k or IRA. With billions in precious metals delivered, thousands of 5-star ratings, and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau, they are the only precious metals dealer I trust. So please call or text American Hartford Gold. Tell them O'Reilly sent you, and you might get $15,000 of free silver on a qualifying order. Call 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.